Hello, Lions fans. You must be wondering, what's going on in the world of the Detroit Lions? Well, brace yourselves for news that will shake the American football universe. We're talking about strategic moves that could transform our beloved team into a true powerhouse next season. Don't forget to leave that like and subscribe so you don't miss any details. Now let's dive into the latest and most explosive updates about the Lions. The Detroit Lions have a big chance to make a splash this offseason by signing a new player. The salary cap for teams has gone up by $30 million, so teams who've been careful with their money can now think about getting some top players. ESPN suggested some exciting ideas for all the NFL teams, and for the Lions, they thought about making the defense stronger through the draft and by signing new players. Aaron Schatz from ESPN thinks the Lions should go after one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL to help their team get better at rushing the quarterback. Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs is a player a lot of teams want because he's really good at rushing the quarterback. The Lions have some money to spend and they're looking to get better, especially on defense. Schatz said that the Lions could be connected to lots of big-name free agents, but the best pick would be Chris Jones, who has already won 3 Super Bowls with the Chiefs. Last year, the Lions weren't great at rushing the quarterback, ranking 27th in the league. It was hard for their coach, Aaron Glenn, to figure out how to pressure the other team's quarterback without taking big risks. But Chris Jones is amazing at this, even when the other team tries really hard to stop him. Schatz said that if the Lions signed Jones, they could use him right away as a key player on their defense. He played a lot of snaps last season, but like everyone, needs a break sometimes. Signing Jones would really help the Lions get better at rushing the quarterback and could make their defense much stronger. Now that you've seen how the potential arrival of Chris Jones could be a game-changer for our defense, let's talk about something equally impressive. Do you remember the amazing 2023 season? Well, prepare for more than just memories. We're talking about strategies and choices that can take us even further. Hold on to your seat, because what Brad Holmes did and is planning for the draft will leave you speechless. In 2023, the Detroit Lions had an amazing season. They won their first division championship in 30 years and made it to the NFC Championship game for the first time in 32 years. A big part of their success was thanks to the great players they picked in the draft, chosen by their general manager, Brad Holmes. Holmes made some awesome choices in the draft. He first traded back from the 6th pick to get Jahmyr Gibbs, a running back, at number 12. Then, he picked Jack Campbell, a linebacker, at number 18. After that, he chose Sam Laporta, a tight end, at number 34 with the extra pick they got from the earlier trade. Lastly, he picked Brian Branch, a defensive back, at number 45. Even though some people didn't think these picks were the best at the time, they turned out to be really great for the Lions. Gibbs and Laporta were so good they became Pro Bowlers in their first season. Branch also became a key player in the Lions' defense. Campbell wasn't as noticeable, but showed he could be really good too. Now, it looks like the Lions could keep being super successful, maybe even becoming Super Bowl contenders. Steve Palazzolo from Pro Football Focus thinks the Lions can do it by continuing to pick great players in the draft. Palazzolo said on a show, "I think they're smart enough to know, keep your foot on the gas, keep doing what we've been doing. They hit on 4 of those top 50 or whatever draft picks. I think Jack Campbell is going to be a hit at the end of the day, but the other 3 for sure. They hit on those draft picks. They're not living in this world with the extra draft capital anymore. So I think they have to continue to hit on their picks because they'll have fewer picks." He and another writer, Sam Monson, think that the Lions should try to get Danielle Hunter, a free agent, to help with their pass rushing. They believe Hunter would be a great addition without stopping the Lions from keeping their other star players. Palazzolo explained that just like the New Orleans Saints had a great draft class in 2017 and had to pay their players well later, the Lions will need to do the same in a few years for players like Aiden Hutchinson and Penei Sewell. So they have to be careful with their money, but getting Hunter would be a smart move. And that concludes our journey through the thrilling news of the Detroit Lions. From potential transformative acquisitions to draft strategies that put us on the path to success, it's clear we have a lot to look forward to. If you liked what you heard and want to stay up to date with everything happening with the Lions, don't forget to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned, because in the next video, we'll have even more hot news. Until then, keep roaring along with the Lions.